Welcome to this video tutorial showing how you can use Trimble Access Roads to stake a Trimble or Land XML road by graphically selecting the survey method in a similar way to the approach used for GNIO roads. Graphically selecting the survey method provides the following advantages. The survey method is determined by what you have selected, providing a more intuitive workflow. You no longer need to select the method from the drop-down list. You can select the position to stake from the map or by using the arrow keys on the controller. You can graphically view the position you have selected to stake along with any construction offsets that you may have applied from the plan view or the cross-section view. If a cross slope or subgrade has been applied, you can see the resultant positions. This all happens before you begin staking, so you can be confident of the correct staked results. When using the arrow keys on the controller to select a position and the enter key to measure and store a stake position, stakeout requires the pressing of just two keys. So let's see it in action. From the survey menu, start a survey and select the road. The software defaults to the new graphical selection method. To change the selection method, tap Options. A selection screen displays a plan view of the road. With nothing selected, you are ready to measure your position relative to the road. Tap Start to measure and store a position. To measure your position relative to a string, tap the line work that represents the string. The cross-section view is available, enabling you to make sure that the correct string is selected. To select a different string from the plan or cross-section view, depending on your controller, use the arrow keys or use the available soft keys. Alternatively, tap and hold in the graphics area and select a string from the list. Once you have selected a string, tap Start to measure and store a position. To measure your position relative to the nearest string to your position, from the plan view, tap and hold in the graphics area, select Measure Nearest String, and then tap Start to measure and store a position. To stake a station on a string, from the plan view, tap the circle that represents the station on the string to be staked. The cross-section view is available, enabling you to make sure that the correct position is selected. To change your selection from the plan or cross-section view, depending on your controller, use the arrow keys or the available soft keys to select a different string and/or different station. Alternatively, tap and hold in the graphics area and select a string and station value from the appropriate lists. Once you have selected a station on a string, tap Start to measure and store a position. Once the measured position is stored, you are returned to the selection screen, where staking subsequent stations on a string requires the pressing of just two keys. The arrow key to select the position, the enter key to stake, measure and store the position. To stake additional points from the plan view, tap the circle that represents the point. Alternatively, tap and hold in the graphics area and select Stake Additional Points. Again, tap Start to measure and store a position. To define a construction offset, edit an elevation, or to reload an edited elevation, tap and hold in the graphics area of the plan or cross-section view and select the appropriate option from the pop-up menu. Finally, to clear the current selection and return to measuring your position relative to the road, you can either tap and clear space or tap the selection again. This completes this video presentation. Please see the link displayed for more information about Trimble Access Roads. Thank you.